What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast, Savage Over Average, right here with my boy Lupe. And hope you guys enjoying the podcast. We want to give you guys a big fucking thank you. We just hit 500 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You seen that shit, bro? That shit was dope as fuck.
I finally subscribed.
He was a 500 fucking subscriber. But if you guys haven't yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn on notifications, all the shit that YouTubers say. Go ahead and do that shit. We appreciate you guys. Leave a comment.
You gotta forgot to do the links right here and shit.
Somewhere right here. It's on his face. I'll put it on your face. That we don't gotta look at you, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really appreciate you guys for rocking with us. And we're gonna keep this shit going no matter what. Right?
That's right.
So what's up, dog? How you been?
I'm good. Chilling.
Last week you told me you shared something with me that was pretty interesting.
Oh,
and we were like, we gotta talk about this on the podcast.
Shit. I want to talk about it on the podcast. It was interesting.
Am I too much sometimes?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think you were gonna say that.
Oh.
How so?
Don't just keep going.
No, fuck going. That. How so?
How so? You just are. Top dog, bro.
Top. Because I know sometimes we get into, conversations, or you bring something up, and then I'll hesitate, and I'll tell you, hey, let's talk about it on the podcast. Is that annoying? Sometimes. I could imagine, but at the same time, it's like it's a good conversation.
He wants to rock content.
I want to share with the people.
Oh man.
Sometimes it has knowledge, bro. Sometimes it has wisdom. Sometimes it's fucking stupid. Sometimes entertaining.
Self-incriminating. So makes sense.
We can't talk about it. But yeah, you were telling me that you had to do some self-reflecting, self-analyzation.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
So tell us again what happened. What led you to that?
I'm not gonna go into specifics, but
yeah.
Now I was just at work, and I kind of let my emotions get the best of me. And where it kind of like made my whole day go sideways, type of thing. Where like I had to like go back and like catch myself, because I felt like it was really messing up my day. Like, well, it did mess up my day. And then I ended up like with a headache and shit, like that's how like
that's
annoyed.
Crazy. When you told me that, I was
because I don't really let it get that way. I tried my best to like it's out of my control. One time it was just like really just got to me, so that's all I was like, oh shit. So I had to catch myself like hey, whoa, like it's affected me really like negatively, like I was like just like yeah, I shouldn't have let my emotion like of that situation like affect me the whole day. Or like more than what it did. So yeah, that's what I was talking about when I and it was like it wasn't even like it was something that I could have controlled. Like sometimes there's situations that like you can't control, and then your emotions just shit happens because it's a natural response to the situation. It was one of those where like I could have probably like just said like just backed away from that situation, but since I didn't, it ended up like triggering like my emotions more than I and I didn't control them that well, like.
And usually you don't let emotions like that kind of get you. What is it? Take control of you, right?
Yeah.
You're not really. Yeah, you're not.
Especially when it's another person that like who caused that.
Yeah, it's not life. It's not a situation. It's a person that.
Yeah, it's like a person, and so like try not to, because then if you let someone else, like how they do things, control how you feel. Then I feel like they have control of you, So then I don't like that. So that's why I like I should be in control of my emotions, not...
Because they're yours.
Yes, exactly. And that's why when I told you, I was like, damn, I had some self-reflection and shit. Like, I gotta get that shit together. Like,
what do you think it was that, because like you said, you can't get into specifics, but what do you think it was? Was it the person? Was it you're having a bad day? Was it stressful prior to that? Was it just...
I think it was just like a bunch of shit put together, honestly, and like that specific person like being like the main catalyst of like the whole thing. So it's like you can't really, sometimes you just gotta like try not to snap on people, because you're not trying to lose your job or get reprimanded or whatever. That was one of those where I'm like, but again, not being able to like say something too, I think had a lot to do with it. Like trying my best to keep it like to myself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it was just a bunch of different things combined at the same time. So it just that by the end of the day, like I said, I was done with that shit. I was like, man, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you, and whoever the fuck you're cool with. Like it was just one of those. Like, I was just not having it. And I said to where I got home, and I had a headache. That's how.
That's crazy. When you told me that, I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
Because that's unusual for you.
Yeah, no, like I had a fucking headache. I was like, fuck, like I said, I was driving home and I was like, man, the whole way home it was just bugging me, like the whole situation,
Yeah.
the whole thing,
She was living in your head rent free,
pretty much.
or they were living in your head.
Yeah. So I was like, man, fuck, what the fuck? And I said,
And then you take that home to your family, or you take it like not
Yeah.
you did, but people do, right?
yeah, and like I said, no, like that day, like I said, I tried my best, not to take it home, it's just that whole ride, thinking about it, I'm like, fuck, man. Even at work the next day, I was like, I don't talk to nobody. I was like, I think I told, yeah, I think I
Yeah,
told
because
you,
I seen you the day
yeah,
after.
Bestie came to work and I was like, man, I got to talk to this guy. Like, let him know what's up. So I told you, and then you're like, oh shit. And I was like, so that day I fucking stayed away from everybody, just didn't talk to nobody. I was like, you know what? Keep to myself, get my shit together, because I'm not trying to have another day that like the one prior.
Yeah.
So.
I think for any as good as you are of not you as good as someone may be for controlling their emotions, there's always going to have those times and those days or those people or a weak moment
Yeah.
where stress is they're in a stressful situation, they got a lot of things moving, or they got someone sick in the hospital and somebody at work is just pissing them off and they take
Yeah.
it out on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're all human and we're all going to have those days, but I think it's important to point out that you realized it though too.
Yeah.
Because you'd be surprised how many people go through life letting other people control their emotions and they're not even aware of it.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
I feel like most people, they're not aware, like, well, why are you mad? Well, because my boss, this and that, or because my coworker didn't do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Like, why are you letting them get you mad? Like, are you doing what you're supposed to do? It might be making your job a little bit harder, but look
Yeah.
at you're only there. Most people only work 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
10 hours, 12 hours. What about the rest of your time? You're letting it fuck up everything?
Yeah.
You're taking it to your family. Your stress is like one of the worst things for you, dog.
Yeah.
And some people, they just want to push your buttons.
Yeah.
They just want to,
Yeah.
or they just want, because they're your boss or because they're your higher up, or because for some reason they don't like you because a year ago you took their parking spot. Or you, stupid shit, bro. Stupid shit. Or because whatever, because you go in jolly, you go in saying good morning. Some people don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Because maybe somebody stole their girl. You stole their girl fucking 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And they're still a little salty about it.
Yeah.
But like me, myself.
You stole someone's girl?
No.
Oh.
Switching it. My bad.
My bad. I was like, whoa, shit.
No, my bad. She was never theirs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nah,
okay.
I'm just playing. I'm going to cut that out.
Don't cut it out.
I'm going to cut it out, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, nah.
Savage way.
Fuck it. That's for the Patreon. That's for the uncut.
Oh.
Subscribe. You know, that
Shit.
one can't be shared on regular YouTube. But, nah, like last week, bro, I almost fucking lost my shit too.
Yeah.
And it was a different situation because it was a split second.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I have time to think about the scenario, how it'll play out, the situation, I feel like I'm kind of better like that.
Yeah.
But when it's the heat in the moment, when it's a hot-headed fucking...
Then and there, yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's when it's harder for me.
Yeah.
Because you don't think of the consequences.
Yeah, you just act. You just do
You don't.
shit.
Yeah, you don't think what could happen.
Yeah.
You don't think like, oh, well, I could hit this person. I could kill them and I go to jail.
Shit, yeah.
You're just like, well, fuck you. You did something that's not right, and
Yeah.
maybe not the best. Obviously, like you said before, violence isn't the best way. But growing up, sometimes that's the only way you know.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but the anger, the rage takes over, bro.
Yeah.
And when you're not in control of it, that shit could get you in trouble. So I was getting, everybody knows the traffic in California sucks. So I was making a right turn. It was green for me. It was green for the other person. They were making a left turn. The intersection was about to be filled up. So I hurry up, sped up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I made it. He didn't. And he kept trying to cut me off. So after he put his window down. So I was like, what the fuck, this guy? Because he were bumper to bumper, bro.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't backing off and I wasn't backing off.
Yeah.
So I was like, this motherfucker. I'm turning right. You're supposed to yield to oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
That's right? That's how I see it. We're both at the wrong to some extent. But he put the window down. I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but I was kind of just thinking, well, let's see what he has to say. So in his eyes, he had a green light, and I should have yielded to him because his was green. And he was already turning, so I shouldn't have kept going. Because I seen him going. I told him, hey, bro, we both had fucking green. I had green turning right. You had a green to go left. You're supposed to yield to oncoming traffic. He was like, no, but I was already going.
Yeah.
I said, we're both fucking going.
Yeah.
He's like, no, but I was going and mine was green. Like, I said, yeah, yours is green. We were both going. You're right. We did both speed up. Like, I admit that we were both doing similar things. And he just kept saying, no, I had a green. And I started getting frustrated, bro. And I was just like, I was on some Grand Theft Auto shit.
Oh, shit. You
I was going to put this shit in park and fucking pull him out the car.
Triangle on that motherfucker? Jesus. All right.
And beat the fuck out of him, bro. It was like, I felt my blood start to boil. And I was like, fuck, man, this guy doesn't even know. Like, and you know what? I always said, too, you never know. He could have fucking beat me up. He could know some martial arts, some techniques. He could know how to fight. I don't have any combat training, right?
Yeah.
But in your head, you want to think you're going to beat the fuck out of somebody.
Yeah.
If you get to that point.
Yeah.
He could have pulled out a gun and shot me.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I wasn't really thinking too much. I felt my blood start to boil. And I was like, this motherfucker. It'd be so easy to physically get you out the car just because of pure size. You know, I'm a bigger dude. And I don't know. I just feel like it'd be easy. The unrealistic thoughts I had. Like, it'd be so easy just to get this guy fucking. But it's like, then I started thinking, like, you know what? He's so fucking stupid. He doesn't realize we're both at fault.
Yeah.
He thinks it's just, in his mind, he's in the fucking right.
Yes.
So I started thinking, why the fuck am I even talking to a guy who thinks he's right? He can't even admit that he's fucking wrong. We're both wrong.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, like, you know what? I don't even want to fucking get out the car. I had my mom in the passenger, and I was like, you know what? What if he pulls out a gun, starts fucking shooting? Like, I kind of, for a brief moment after...
Thought about it real quick.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
And as we were talking, I just put the fucking window up and just sat there, bro.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I was pissed, though. I was fucking pissed. Like, everything, like, it took some self-control to not...
Yeah.
Still proceed with those was it thoughts or those, you know what I mean? Urges. Yeah. To do that. And even though I let him go, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. He looked like a younger kid. I was like, you know what? It's the immaturity. He doesn't know. He's a fucking retard. You know, it's just, but.
Young and dumb?
Yeah, bro. But then after, this was a week after you had told me about your situation, right? Yeah. About a week. So then after I thought, I was like, fuck, man, this guy he somewhat got the best of me to a certain extent. Yeah. But not as bad as it could have went, as I didn't get hurt, he didn't get hurt. Yeah. You're right. But I thought, like, man, I shouldn't have let him get me that pissed off to where I thought about doing that. But I did it, though. Yeah. You know? And as we continue driving on the street, I see somebody go cut him off. He gets mad, fucking speeds up and swerving through traffic. I'm just like, this fucking guy.
He was just an idiot from the beginning. Huh? He's just an idiot. Yeah. He's just a regular idiot.
That's why I put the window up, because I'm like, well, I'm right here trying to argue with a fucking retard thinking, like, you can't admit that we're both right. No, but I was going this way. No, but it was my turn, but you sped up. No, but you shouldn't have. Yeah. I was like, this fool feels so entitled, or I don't know what the fuck it is. Yeah. You have no self-realization to admit or to know, like, okay, we're both fucked up.
We're both wrong, but bitch, let me go. Let me through with shit. Yeah.
No, but he didn't even say that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he couldn't even say, yeah, we're both fucking wrong. Let me fucking through, asshole. Like, you know, it wasn't even like that. It was like
he didn't say fuck you. I don't care. Yeah. I know I'm wrong, but I don't give a fuck.
Fuck you. Let me go through. Yeah. It was like, no, I'm right. And you're like, no, we're both fucking wrong, dick. Like, you're not even saying you're right. They're like, no, we're both wrong. Like, yeah. But yeah, some people are like that though. They just so.
But it's crazy. Were you able to see the last podcast?
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
You're talking about like
the one that came out.
The one that just came out, right? The one
that
about you and you cannot being as a savage that you thought you were. Yeah. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that was the latest one, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I saw it.
Because I think
stop being a bitch.
Stop being a bitch?
Yeah.
Why?
Get your shit together. Just do it, bro.
So, I think that
I was rage baiting you. I learned that word at work.
Rage baiting?
Yeah.
Why do people make new fucking words?
Hey man, you gotta get with the times, bro.
No,
but that's rage baiting, bro.
Okay.
Like where you you try to trigger the person. Some people actually go around doing that shit.
Well, it didn't work.
Nah, but
it was a test.
It was a test. He passed. See, he got his emotions on checks.
Yeah. No, I think one of the reasons leading up to me having that little heated disagreement with that person in traffic was because I haven't been as physically active as I used to be and would like to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that energy, that rage, that anger, the stress, the whatever testosterone we all have,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just been kind of
Building up.
bro. Plus, we all have stress. We all have situations at work, stressful
Yeah.
situations, fucked up days that you don't even want to be there. You don't want to be even outside of work. Sometimes you're like, I'd rather be at work.
Yeah.
Sometimes people rather work to keep their mind fucking busy from reality.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like reflecting on, I was thinking like, why the fuck did it get to me so much?
Yeah.
When before, I was better at it. I was like, you know what? I think it's because stress. I have a lot of shit going on, and then the fucking not working out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, having all the energy and yeah, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
for me, that's
me.
me.
I mean, I think that probably has to do with it. I think mostly, I think the stress. I think that's probably just fucking like you just fucking fuck you like.
Yeah, bro. Because I was even thinking.
Because I think you had said you haven't been reading as much too, right?
I haven't been reading, bro.
Yeah, that I remember. I think you put that in there. That you haven't been like reading, and I was like, well, that's where you like for you. That's where you get a lot of your like your wisdom.
Well, I don't have any, but that's where I try to get it.
That's where you try to get your wisdom from, and you know, you send me like passages before of like stuff like that, like controlling your thoughts and your emotions and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like since you haven't been like reading it too, you're not getting your daily bread and shit. You know, for you, like you said, I think that has to do with it too.
Sure.
Not so much the working out, but I think maybe the reading for you, like you're like because you're one of those you like reading. That's where you get your.
And I think some of the work I've done in the past, the books I read, some of the quotes, whatever.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't think of it in that moment, somewhere in the back, that's what kind of helped me.
Yeah, and you're like, because you read it and it's in your mind.
Kind of like, you know what,
yeah.
this guy ain't worth it. It ain't worth it for me to get shot.
Yeah.
For you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's crazy nowadays. Everybody's. Yeah. Anything could happen, bro.
Yep.
It ain't worth it for me to try to cut each other off, and then we get a fender bender, and then I got to take my truck to the fucking shop.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it. Just go ahead, you fucking idiot.
I mean, yeah.
Not the best. Yeah.
It's the best way to live your life.
Yeah.
Sometimes just makes you control your emotions. But yeah, I think that's what you're. At least from like from what I know like about you, I think that's one of your thing. Like you're usually always like if you're not when you read and stuff like you say it stays in the back of your mind and like you're practicing what you're reading. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole Zen stuff, like like trying to stay at peace with yourself, trying to not let other people ruin your peace, and that's where like so a lot of the books that you've like talk like
self mastery.
Yeah, that's what it is, and I feel like since you're under all this stress and you not reading, then that fucking idiot, decided he was fucking right.
Yeah.
You fucking decided, fuck you, and like, go to your fucking, I guess your old ways or habits or whatever, your old habits.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just tough. It is tough.
It's like we all have a beast inside. Yeah. And if you ain't feeding that beast, like you said, bread, you ain't feeding it wisdom, you ain't feeding it knowledge, you ain't feeding it anything, it's going to get hungry and it's going to come out when something happens.
Yeah, and it's not even the right. It's not even the right time.
It's gonna lash out.
Like it wasn't for the right thing,
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, it wasn't because you wanted it to come out.
Yeah, like when I did the marathon, that beast came out to help me fucking finish.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That dog came out to help me finish the marathon.
Yeah, but it was because you wanted to. It was you were in control of it.
It was channeled and it was directed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, this one, like I said, you didn't, and it was like you just fucking over something stupid.
Yeah.
Over, I mean, I think everyone gets fucking road rage though, but.
Everybody
gets road rage like that.
Nah, but you know what? I used to get it really bad, and then since I started working on myself, it hasn't been as bad, bro. I let people cut me off. You're in a rush, fuck it, go ahead.
Yeah, I think everybody fucking has those days though, like where you like kind of. I don't know. I'd be finding myself in those days too, but I don't know. I just try to like self-reflect.
Yeah.
Talk, self-talk, that positive self-talk.
Yeah.
That's how it be. For me, at least,
Yeah.
I think some people don't. Like you said, they don't realize that they're doing it. Like they're letting other people dictate their fucking emotions. On top of that, they're not positive, like with themselves.
Yeah.
Or they don't hype themselves up.
Yeah, because with that guy, even when I put the window up, I was thinking. I told my mom, I said, man, he don't even know. I'm about to unleash all these fucking problems on him, and he don't even know. He don't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not. We're not gonna get in the fight because we cut each other off. We're getting in the fight because all this other bullshit I got going on.
And he's the
Like,
fucking,
you're gonna get the cause of this
yeah.
shit, and I might get the cause of whatever he got going on
Yeah.
that he fucking did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And after I started thinking about that, like, fuck, man, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, it's a fucking, yeah. But at least you caught yourself.
Oh yeah.
I didn't, like you said, it wasn't like, it was in the moment, like, because like you said, that shit could have gone south real fucking quick.
Yeah.
But like I said, you did manage to catch yourself. You're like, oh man, nah, fuck that shit. It's not worth it, or what the fuck am I, like, you know, you did catch yourself, which is good. That you were able to like go back to that, you know, and you're like reflect on the spot.
Yeah.
You know, because for me, I reflected, but afterwards, like after my fucking headache came in, I was like, man, what the fuck?
Yours was more verbal. Well, yeah, yours kind of was all kind of verbal, all verbal.
Yeah, verbal and like
Right.
some stuff. Yeah, action. Like it was kind of a throughout the day type of thing, where I think, like you said, it was just a bunch of this, and this, taking a bunch of fucking shit. Where I'm like, what the fuck, like, man, do I even want this fucking job? Like, fuck this shit. Like, you know, that was different. Yours was like in that moment, but it was just built up of like from other life situations, you know.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of
because
people.
I feel like,
No, I think a lot of people can relate to that.
I feel like in a work scenario, I could take more shit because you have to be. I feel like I'm more professional.
Yeah.
I'm gonna carry myself more professional. People could tell me stuff. I'm just gonna laugh it off, walk away, and then after I would really be fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do some push-ups, vent to somebody, something like that. But in the moment, I'm not gonna let them see me get mad. I'm not gonna let them see that reaction.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna laugh it off or whatever. Like even with that guy, bro, I laughed.
Yeah.
I did.
Probably
He started telling me shit, and I'm like, dude, we both did it. Like, and that did get him
Yeah, I was
more
about to
mad.
say, yeah.
But that's not my intention.
It just happened.
I laughed to it's either laugh or
Punch him in the face.
put it in the park and hop the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
That-
Well,
huh?
we're grateful you didn't do that. We appreciate you saved the guy's life and shit.
Because I've always been like that, bro. Where if I'm in an verbal altercation with somebody, I don't like talking.
Yeah.
When people, why are you trying to prove you're fucking right or not? Are we gonna solve this, resolve this or not?
Are we gonna fight or
Shut
not?
the fuck up.
Are we gonna fight or not?
Are we gonna fight or shut the fuck up? I'm not pushing you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to prove my point.
Yeah.
I want you to shut the fuck up or shut me the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah. But it's crazy, bro.
Real savage right there.
Nah, that's not fucking savage. I got a question though. You know how you said for me, it's more reading. You feel like I get my calm zen or whatever.
Yeah, your daily bread. Like,
Yeah.
type of
So
thing, yeah.
what is it for you? Do you know or?
I don't know. I think I just, like I said, for the most part, like my whole life, I've kind of been like trying to practice that, like controlling myself and my emotions. But I think, I guess going to the gym sometimes does help out with that. But for the most part, I said, ever since I can remember being like younger, I try to control my emotions and stuff like that. Like try to not let it get the best of me, you know, and like because that shit can get you in trouble real quick. So I've always tried my best to like control myself, like in my emotions, since I was little, like because that's always been a belief. As long as I control my emotions, they have control of me, you know. So it's not really reading because I'm not a reader like that. Like how you read books, and except for the gym is I want to say is probably like the most important part. And
Is it working on cars? Because I know
that's what I was
people,
gonna say.
I know
That's
some
what I
people-
was gonna say. Sometimes it is just literally like doing something on the car. Like I'll be no music. I'll just be fucking like doing something on the car, just thinking and shit. You know. So I don't know.
problem solving, because that's essentially what you're doing.
I don't even want to say it's problem solving. Sometimes I'm just fucking like over here taking off like paint from the door panel or something, just like wiping that shit off. But it's just, like the other day I was like, man, I got up at fucking 5 a.m. I had nothing to do, and I'm at the end it's fucking just no music.
Wax
nothing.
on, wax off.
Yeah,
or
pretty
what?
much, just fucking chilling, bro. I was just like thinking about life and just doing my thing, and I was like, cool, and I was content,
After you felt better, or?
I just wanted to do it. I felt like it was just something I had to do, And I was like, okay, cool, I did it. I felt good that I did it, and I was like, right, cool, let's carry on, But yeah, for the most part, I can't tell you that I know exactly what it is. But I think the gym does have a lot to do with it because, like I said, sometimes if you are feeling, down, go heavier, or sometimes you run harder. So I want to say the gym is probably like one.
Or just go to the gym.
Just go to the gym.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because some people when they fell down, they just that's the last thing they want to do.
Sometimes it's just even driving to the gym. Because my gym isn't close. It's not like a 5-minute drive. It's like a 15, 20-minute drive. But sometimes I just need that drive. When I was younger, that was one thing that I did do a lot. I would go on drives. Gas was way fucking cheaper too, but that was one thing that I would do a lot. I would go for drives. I don't know. I'd go to the Glendora Mountains, or I'd go just driving down up Sierra all the way down through
Ladder Creek.
Ladder Creek, up and down, just at midnight, 1 a.m, just driving. That was kind of my way of like just relaxing, and I like driving, so.
Yeah.
So, some people are like, "What the fuck? You would go for a drive?" Just when it's just how it was. Just drive, and it's just you, the car, your mind, or your music. If that's some people like listening to music while they drive.
Yeah, as long as it's positive music, not some.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some angry music or some.
Hey, sometimes it's what
retaliation music.
Sometimes what you're feeling,
Yeah. Well, not that's gonna hype you up though to go.
Well, yeah, but sometimes it hits you, man. It goes with you. Sometimes you're gonna want to listen to some 80s music and you're vibing with it. Sometimes you're gonna go with some, Metallica, Slipknot, whatever, and it vibes with you. But for me, that's one thing. Like I said, the driving to would be something else. And like I said, maybe it's not even going to the gym. Maybe it's to drive to the gym.
Yeah.
I do it every morning. I like it. On the way to work, I like to drive. I think upsets people, but it's fine.
What?
I think upsets people because I'll be bumping my music all fucking loud at get to work. It's like 7 a.m. It's parking lot.
I picture what is it? White chicks while the girls are in there singing. That's you on the way to the gym.
Yeah, bro.
Making your way downtown.
Honestly, though, I remember I pulled up to work one day and I had to like move something. I was in the parking lot, so one of the teachers that works there stopped by. It's like, "Why do you have your music so loud? It's barely 6:50 in the morning," and I'm like, "Cause I want to." Like I don't know. I was happy, and that was cool. I don't know. You can listen. You can drive in silence, roll up your window. You gotta listen to it. But I mean, it was 6:50 in the morning and shit. All you hear is me and my music. So, but yeah, dude. No, I think gym, driving, I guess, would be like my go-tos that help me stay think and reflect and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, it's like a form of meditation.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's different. Everybody's gonna have different triggers.
Yeah.
That gets them pissed off.
Yeah.
And different people who are the triggers.
Yeah.
You can have a specific person who maybe it's your parent, maybe it's your sibling, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your cousin, maybe it's somebody you do a fucking podcast with that their name is Guadalupe. Just saying, they could be somebody who could push your fucking buttons.
Yeah.
And you got to learn how to maneuver that, bro.
Yeah. Sometimes they're a blessing in disguise. They're put there for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Because if they're your family, they ain't gonna go. They're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, some people, what is it, rage bait?
Yeah.
So some people are just gonna want to see how much shit you could take.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna try to get you pissed off because they're fucking pissed off. And
not even that. Sometimes they find fucking pleasure out of that shit.
Yeah.
It's not even because they want to because they're pissed off. Some people just want to see you upset. Like just they get pleasure out of that.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
It is.
It's fucking sick.
But that's what it is though. Like some people get pleasure out of seeing other people upset, like having a shitty day, being miserable, because they're fucking miserable, and you're like, what the fuck? But that's just how they are. Like they're miserable, and if they see you miserable, that makes them feel better. So they'll try to purposely.
Misery loves company, bro.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know.
I've experienced that when I was drinking.
Yeah.
I remember when I'd be drinking, I didn't want to drink anymore, and somebody'd be like, "Nah, come on, let's get fucked up."
Yeah.
Or I got fired from work. Like, have some beers with me, and I'm like, "Well, I guess." Not thinking it, because I was so immature and didn't think like this. But so you're saying you're gonna go drink? Now I'm thinking about it. So you're saying you got fired from work? What?
You're like, now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Now I realize how fucking how
Stupid.
ignorant I was.
Yeah.
Because like you got fired from work, so you feel miserable. Instead of looking for a new job, you're gonna go drink. I don't know how many days, but you're gonna go drink. So you're using that as leverage because I don't want to drink. I'm trying to quit, but you're using that as leverage to try to get me to fucking drink with you. And in my eyes, oh yeah, well I guess I'll be a good friend. You're having hard times. Let me go with you to go drink with you because you're going through struggles.
Yeah.
Essentially, we're gonna talk about your job and fuck them and fuck this and you didn't rightfully get fired, but you're miserable. You're gonna make me fucking. That energy's going towards me.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be a good friend. It's just like, no, a good friend wouldn't do that,
Yeah.
you know. But you gotta learn to find what's gonna, like you said, bring you peace, bring you wisdom, your daily bread, whatever it may be,
Yeah.
or keep you level, you know. Balance. Like, even if it's me, I like to go fishing. I haven't done it in a while. Go fishing once in a while. Hit the shooting range. Like, for you, it's driving.
Yeah.
You just said. One of the situations I had, it was in driving. I fucking don't like driving.
Yeah.
I don't like it, bro. I don't care if I'm in the desert. I don't care if I'm in the mountains. I don't really care to drive.
So if you were like, let's say you had an empty road, would you want to drive?
Nah.
Serio? Oh shit. Okay.
Like, there's other things I would rather choose than drive.
No, I mean that's fair.
Like, I'd rather sit at a lake, even if I'm not fishing. I'd rather just sit at a lake.
Oh,
For me,
shit.
that's more peaceful than driving in an open road.
Interesting. Fair enough. I mean,
Or me, like, I'd rather fucking clean my guns.
yeah. No, I'm not.
To me, that's peaceful as fuck. Like, you like to work on cars.
Yeah.
I fucking hate working on cars, bro.
Yeah.
They're a pain in the ass. They're dirty. It's just, you lose fucking parts. It's the same with the gun. I have more care for guns.
Yeah.
Like, it's funner to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just enjoy it more. And there's
Yeah.
some people who don't like cleaning their guns. They fucking hate it.
Yeah.
You know? It's just, you got to find your thing that's gonna, you spend some of your time with to what is it, de-stress,
Yeah.
essentially. And we all need it. You all got to have something to de-stress in life,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the fucking podcast. Hope you guys gained something from it. And if you're that driver that I cut off, I'm sorry. But you need to learn how to fucking
He's
drive.
not fucking sorry.
No, I
He's
am.
not fucking
I
sorry.
am, bro. I am. I shouldn't have had those thoughts. But I'm
He's sorry. You're a fucking idiot. He's sorry.
But if you're going through a stressful moment,
Go for a drive.
Hey, try it out. You don't know unless you try it.
You really don't like driving?
Huh?
You really don't?
You
like
know
driving?
I don't like driving,
What the
bro.
fuck? I know. I'm just like, it's crazy.
Nah, I don't like driving.
During COVID, I fucking go to LA for the shits and giggles and come back. It's crazy.
Nah, fuck that. No, I don't like it.
All right, it's a fair point.
And for during COVID, I was fucking counting bullets and cleaning my guns, and that made me feel really fucking. That was de-stress. That was distressful.
Made him feel safe.
Hell yeah, bro! Knowing how many fucking people I could fight off during COVID, how many bullets I got, you know?
Yep.
But if you're everybody's you're gonna have stressful moments, and just remember you can overcome them. And everything's temporary. Everything's temporary, and don't let people get the best of you, because that's essentially what some people try to do. Not everybody's gonna be your friend. Some people just want to see you fucking go down.
Don't let them rage bait you. Don't be that person.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're rage baiting people, if you think about what you're doing, sometimes you're being a fucking asshole to somebody for no reason. You know, we're not all perfect. Sometimes I've been the person, the kid who cut me off. I've been that person before for no reason. I think I'm right. Right? So don't put yourself high on a horse and shit where you think you're above everybody. We all got stuff to work on. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys gained some value. Hope you guys subscribe. Leave a fucking comment. Peace, you guys.
Peace out.